Hey, this is Jason Creel, and you're watching The Lawn Care Life. I wanted to talk about zero turn mowers, in particular, shopping for a zero turn mower. So maybe you're in the market for one, or you just want to get my thoughts on zero turn mowers. So I want to try to make somewhat of a comprehensive video that can talk about different levels of zero turn mowers and show you how to shop for one, whether you're buying a new one or a used one. So we're going to talk about different brands, and then I'm going to show you where I shop, looking for a deal or a good value on one that's used, and then show you kind of talk about the different models out there and what to look for when buying a zero turn mower. Stay tuned. All right, so you guys see my screen here. We're at Skag's website. Uh, there's a lot of good brands when it comes to zero turn mowers. Skags are good. Brands that I feel confident with, that I've had experience with: Skag, Exmark, Hustler, Gravely. Those are the four that I recommend regularly. But there are other good brands out there. I don't have experience with every brand out there, but when it comes to buying a zero turn mower, there's usually different levels. So I don't know, what your budget is, or if you're a homeowner, or if this is something you're looking to have for a lawn care business. So depending on what your budget is and what you're looking to do with the mower, will help you determine which mower to buy. A couple factors we want to consider here. Dealer support is a factor. I don't think it's the ultimate factor, but it'd be helpful if you had a good dealer in your area that carried a particular brand that you were planning on using. Now let's talk about which mower you would use. So most zero turn manufacturers nowadays have multiple different models, starting from what would just be considered a true residential model, which would be their lower end one. Some of them will have maybe a higher end residential model, then a lower end commercial model, kind of their standard commercial model, and then like their high end commercial model. So they may have 5 or 6 different levels of zero turn mowers. Now they have, then you're talking about stand on mowers, walk behind mowers. So there's a lot to choose from, and you got to, when it comes to buying a mower, if you're getting a new one, it's more about understanding what mower you want, how much it's going to cost, and will this mower perform the way I want to. So, if you're a homeowner and you just want the low end residential model, you're probably looking somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,000, maybe $3,500. I don't know the exact prices. But then when you go up to a little bit higher end residential, or maybe low end commercial, you might be somewhere in the neighborhood of $4,000 to $6,000, depending on the features you get. Let's say you're going to get a low-end commercial mower. Well, they may have different models that come. One has a nicer seat, one has a better engine, one has, things like that is going to vary the price, and depending on whether you want a 48-inch deck, a 52-inch deck, a 60-inch deck, so you can see there's going to be some variation even within a particular model. All right, so let's take a moment and let me just show you kind of what I'm talking about with Skag here. So if I go here on the Skag website, looks like they're running some sort of promotional on the Patriot, which is not their top of the line commercial mower, but they do advertise it. So you look here, I go to Zero Turn Riders. They've got starting with, let's see if I can just click on that, and it will take. All right, here we go. So when you go to Zero Turn Riders, you've got the Liberty Z. Just to illustrate what I'm talking about here, Liberty Z. That's your residential model. This is for Skag. I'm telling a lot of the other manufacturers are going to have something comparable, but this is, without seeing the prices, I'm going to say somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000, and depending on. It says you can get a 36-inch, 48-inch, 52-inch, cuts up to 7 miles per hour, residential grade. All right, Freedom Z. Now they're saying commercial grade. So it's going to be your low-end commercial grade, 8 miles an hour, 48 and 52-inch. So on one of these you're looking around $5,000, maybe $5,500. Then you go over to the Patriot, a little bit nicer, up to 10 miles an hour. Comes in a 52 or a 61-inch deck. Then the Tiger Cat, which is kind of like their standard, Zero Turn commercial grade mower, 12 miles an hour, very nice mower, 48, 52, or 61-inch deck. Cheetah, I'm assuming is a slight upgrade up there. It says up to 16 miles per hour, which is quite impressive, and you can get that one even up to a 72-inch deck. And then the Turf Tiger 2, 12 miles per hour, 72-inch deck, 52 or 61. So, see what I'm saying? There's different models within that. So like if you just get like the standard regular, prime, like for Exmark, for instance, like the Laser Z is sort of like their normal commercial grade mower. I mean, you're looking 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, depending on how you get it configured and different things that can change the price, but somewhere in that price range. Where the lower end commercial ones are going to be somewhere between $5,000 and $6,000. Like I said, Skag, that would be the price of the Freedom Z, which would be their lowest commercial mower. The Patriot, I'm assuming, is going to be more than that, and then up to eight to 9,000 for this one, and then the Cheetah and the Turf Tiger, I'm assuming are going to be 10,000. So probably in more. They can definitely go above 10,000 depending on configuration. So you see what I'm saying? So what I tell people, if you're a homeowner, you just got a small yard, you just want to have a zero turn mower, you can get the Liberty Z would be, and I'm just talking about Skag. Like I said, all these companies are going to have their own version, but the Liberty Z would be able to, it's not a commercial grade mower. So I would try not to. My advice typically to people is, if you're starting a lawn business, I would personally rather buy a used commercial grade mower than a brand new residential mower. Let's say I had, $3,500 budget. Well, I'm looking for a used mower that I can get a deal on instead of going and buying a brand new Liberty Z. Just because I want something faster, more powerful, it's gonna, cut better and make me more money because it's more efficient. Well, if you're a homeowner, that might not be your top priority. So Liberty Z might be fine. A lot of people that might mow part time, they'll get like a low end commercial mower, and I think this is fine when you're starting out, or if you're working part time. To me, like I said, you're somewhere in the $5,000 to $6,000 range. This is going to be like your Exmark Radius, your here on Skag, it's the Freedom Z. Gravely makes a ZT-HD, I believe is what they call it. It's kind of like their low-end commercial grade mower, high-end residential, whatever you want to call it. So, a lot of them are going to have one that's in that price range as well, around an 8-mile-an-hour mower. They're going to be very comparable in their specs. But, once you get an established lawn business and you need to be very efficient, then to me, you need to get a full-fledged commercial mower. Now, you may not mean you go buy a new one. You might find a deal on a used one. We're going to talk about that as well. But something like, the Tiger Cat or an Exmark Laser Z or a Gravely, let's see, what is Gravely called? Hold on just a second. All right, so Gravely, they've got their residential model here. They've got a ZTX is residential, ZTXL residential, ZTHD residential. So that would be kind of what I was talking about. That's more of a high-end residential. And then when you get to the Pro Turn, now you're looking at their commercial mowers. So they've got the Pro Turn Z, Pro Turn 100, Pro Turn 200, Pro Turn 400. So, Gravely's got a lot of mowers, a lot of options there. Again, they're going to be comparable in the specs to the Skag, to the Exmark, to the Hustler, to the Ferris, to the Grasshopper, to whatever brand you're looking for. They're going to have similar comparable models. Again, you want to consider, is there a dealer that I can work with close by? Even if you're buying a used one, you might need parts or something like that, or need service done on it. So the dealer can be a factor. Now, once you decide what you want to get, that's going to fit your need. Like I said, if you're full-fledged mowing all the time, you might as well get a full-fledged commercial mower that's going to make you the most efficient. So, something like the Pro Turn 100, I'm sure the 400 and 200 have nicer features on them, but, or that Skag Tiger Cat or Tiger Cat 2 is what they're calling now, Exmark Laser Z, whatever. These are great mowers. They perform well. And I personally, when I'm buying one mower, a lot of people say, well, what should I get, a bag of mower? Should I get a mulching mower? If I'm starting a lawn business and just want to get one mower, I want to get, a mulching mower, or, put some sort of chute block on or something, and get like a 48 or 52 or 54 inch, something like that. It's kind of a versatile size that I feel like is not too big for residential properties, but big enough that you could handle, a small commercial property or larger residential property. So to me, that's an ideal size. And typically if you get one that it has a decent sized engine, so it's not bogging down. Sometimes our grass here gets thick. So, all right. So let me show you. If you're buying a new mower, you can search different times of the year. They're running different promotions, whether that be for financing or a certain amount off of a particular mower. So you can check with your dealer or check online and see what kind of promotions they're running. Like I said, at the end of the day, you decide what you want and what you want to spend, and you get that mower. But let me talk to you a little bit about buying a used mower. And I feel like, I've bought a lot of mowers and sold a lot of mowers, and I like looking at them used. A lot of times you can find a good deal used. Now, obviously, a new one's going to have, warranty, and there's going to be some dealer support and that sort of thing that you might not get with a used one. But a lot of times you can get one that has, let's say even less than 100 hours or less than 200 hours and save thousands of dollars on a really nice mower. So, if I'm looking for a used mower, here's what I do. All right, you can use Craigslist. I mean, Craigslist used to be kind of the place I would go, but in recent years that has somewhat shifted to Facebook, to this Facebook marketplace is where I shop a lot of times, or pricing out zero turn mowers. And I check on here just every once in a while just to see what's around. And one of the things, whether you're buying anything, but particular in this case, a zero turn mower, you don't know whether you're getting a good deal unless how much the mower should cost. So, like I said, if I know that a nice Exmark Laser Z or a Skag Tiger Cat or something like that, or a Gravely, zero turn mower like a commercial grade one, let's say those are going to cost me $8,000 or $8,500. Well, I know that if I find one on here that's got 50 hours on it, for $6,000, that's a good deal. To me, I've saved 2,000 or maybe 2,500 for only 50 hours. If I find one that's 7,500 and I think, well, I could have bought a new one for 8, I'm not sure that's worth it. I might as well go ahead and get a new one. So you got to know what the value is, and then so let's take a look at some of these mowers and see what's out here. And this is just to show you kind of how I go about looking for it. So, all right, Exmark Pioneer S. So you got to kind of know the different levels. So a Pioneer, let's talk Exmark just for a second. A Pioneer is their low-end commercial mower. And then in Exmark, they have an S series, an E series, and an X series. I've got that order wrong. It's really an E, then an S, then an X. So the S is the middle grade here on their low-end commercial, and it's a 52 inch. So I'm going to take a guess that if you bought this mower brand new, Exmark Pioneer S 52 inch, I'm going to say that mower is going to cost you somewhere around $5,500. And again, I'm just taking a guess here. So they're asking $3,750. Let's click on it and just see what's the deal here. 23 horsepower Kawasaki, so that's good. 670 hours, well serviced. Got a bagger on it. Oh, it says no bagger, but it looks like it has a bagger attachment. So $3,750. Now, 670 hours is a little bit more than I'm wanting to buy. Not that it may last 2,000 hours and not have any problems. I'm just personally looking for a slightly used one. So, that might be a good mower for somebody, but that wouldn't be necessarily what I'm looking for. Here's a stand-on mower, Exmark Vantage 2017 for $6,600. Again, these are not deals that jump out off the page at me. $2,200 for a Toro. This is sure enough a residential model. That's not something I'm looking for either. $1,200 Cub Cadet, no thanks. Now this is one I saw that I thought, you know what, this one seems like a pretty good deal right here. So this is a Skag Just a picture of it. Looks like it's in good shape. A 52-inch Skag. It's a 2014 Skag Tiger Cat. So this is full-fledged commercial mower, 52-inch deck. If you went and bought that mower brand new, you're probably looking at $8,500. And they're asking $5,000, and it's got 170 hours on it. I think that is a good deal. You know, of course, you want to check it out for yourself, but I'm just telling you, these are the kind of the ways that I go about looking for a mower. And because you know, hey, that's an $8,500 mower brand new, something that ballpark. When you know, hey, 5,000 for only 170 hours, that's a really good deal in my opinion. And if I was in the need for a 52-inch mower, I would seriously consider buying this one. All right, so here's what I'll do sometimes. Sometimes I'll go in here and search, and I might type in Zero Turn Mower, but a lot of times I'll search by a particular brand. So let's just put in Exmark, and because sometimes people might put in there Exmark Radius, okay, but they might not actually type the word Zero Turn Mower in the description, so it might not pull up. So here you go, Exmark. Here we go. So let's check a couple of these out. 52-inch Exmark Radius. Mower has low hours on it. So this one sounds like it's had motor still under warranty. So it's a little bit of an older model that has had the engine replaced on it, $2,400. So, you know, if you're on a lower budget, it may be a good deal for you. You know, obviously not a lot of money for a full-fledged commercial mower, but I'm sure the hours are kind of high on it, but it has had a new engine put on it. All right, I'm looking to see if anything stands out here. Here's a 2016 Exmark, price reduced, 245 hours, 52-inch deck, still under warranty. So $6,000. Again, this is probably an $8,500 mower, brand new, asking $6,000 for 245 hours. To me, that's priced about right. You know, that's not an unbelievable deal. But at the same time, I think that's a very fair price. So I wouldn't be surprised if that mower ends up selling. Let's check a different brand. Let's check out Gravely, see what they've got. All right, so Gravely, here we go. Here's a 2012 Gravely HD 52. So this is their high-end residential model, 219 hours, got a 52-inch deck. So, you know, and you could use this part-time mowing. I mean, you could use it full-time, to be honest with you. It's going to be kind of that 8 mile an hour cutting speed would be my guess, 24 horsepower Kawasaki. So, you know, definitely a usable mower. I mean, like I said, it's not a full-fledged commercial mower, so it's not going to be as fast or as powerful. $3,200 with 219 hours. That's not a bad price. You know, it's not a outstanding price. It's a 6-year-old mower. So new, that mower might cost you, you know, I'm gonna guess 5,500, something like that. So, you know, you're getting a mower with only 219 hours of saving, probably at least 2,000 off the price. So that's not a bad deal. All right, let's check this one out. 2,700 bucks. And it's a 48-inch with a 24 horsepower Kawasaki, only 100 hours. Now, they don't tell the model on this, but I'm assuming this is going to be more of a residential model. So, you know, you could probably buy it brand new. I'm going to guess $4,000. So, you know, you're saving a little bit. If you're interested in like a residential model, to me, I would probably rather have that other one. It's a little bit of a step up from this mower. Again, it's all about what you want. If you're a homeowner and you just need a residential model, that's probably fine. Now here we go. Here's a full-fledged commercial mower, a 2014 Pro Turn 260. So this is going to be a $8,500 mower, probably maybe 9,000. It's got a 60-inch deck, 27 horsepower Kawasaki, just serviced. Asking $6,000, 395 hours, not used commercially. So. Again, I think these people are doing a good job. They're pricing it just about right. Like I said, that mower might cost you $9,000 new, 395 hours for $6,000. It looks in good shape. So, you know, not a bad deal at all if you were looking for a 60-inch full-fledged commercial mower. Here's one of 2015, 460 hours on it, Kawasaki engine. and they're asking $56.70. So, you know, I don't know. When you sell it, they didn't clean the mower up too good. It's not a great picture. So they're not. They could have done a little bit better job on selling the mower. So you know, 460 hours that might be a little bit high in my opinion for that particular mower. One 48-inch Grayling, 450 hours for $4,500. You know, again, nothing jumping off the page is a great deal. The one I still think that I would be interested in is that Skag that Skag had 170 hours, and it was $5,000. I think that's the best deal I've seen. Let's check one more brand. All right, Hustler. Here we go. Hustler Super Z, 60-inch, $3,800. So it's had the motor replaced. It's got a new motor on it. So, you know, again, this one's probably got a lot of hours on it, but a new motor and $3,800. You know, it's whether you want one that's had a replaced motor. You're obviously going to save money because it's probably got, you know, a lot of hours, but it's not. I'm not a fix-it kind of guy, so that's not necessarily one that I'm looking at. Now, Hustler has the Raptor, which is sort of their residential model, and then they've got this one, this maybe a higher up residential model, $3,000, $3,000. You know, that's not what I'm looking for. Here's an older one, 2008, Fast Track for $2,200. Again, that's more of a residential model. And here's a nice mower for sure. $11,000, 72-inch deck, 65 hours on it with a 35 horsepower engine. So, you know, awesome mower. It's $11,000. No telling what it costs new. I'm gonna guess probably 13 or 14. So, you know, it makes you wonder sometimes why they selling them with only 65 hours. But you know, things happen. And here's one, $6,000. It's got 1,153 hours on it, 48-inch cut. So it says did have a 21 horsepower Kohler, but installed a brand new Briggs and Stratton at 1,028 hours. So you know, to me, that's not a good deal. You don't want to pay $6,000 for a mower that has over 1,000 hours on it and had, you know, replaced engine and that sort of thing. So I mean, like I said, you go buy a brand new one for 8,500. I don't, you know, personally, if I'm going to get a mower that has over 1,000 hours on it, I'm going to need it a lot cheaper, $6,000. Now this looks like a good mower here actually. Skag 48-inch Freedom Z, bought in July, only has 24 hours on it. New, it was $5,200, selling it for $4,100. So I feel like that's a great deal because again, that mower is going to cost $5,200 brand new. So you know, selling for 41, if you got it for $4,000 and it only has 24 hours, that's going to be their, you know, low end commercial mower here, Freedom Z. But with only 24 hours and being 2 years old, it's probably a homeowner that's had it and used it for his own personal property. So to me, that's a really good deal here for Skag. So, you know, the idea of this video was to kind of give you some ideas about buying a new mower, buying a used mower, understanding what kind of mower you need for your situation. That's very important, from the size deck, from the type of engine you're looking for, from the brand, knowing what kind of dealer support you're going to get, and then knowing whether you're going to buy a new mower and the perks that come from buying new, or you want to try to save money and find a good deal on a used mower. So either way works. There's not necessarily right or wrong, but you got to know if you're buying used, you know, what the mower is worth to know if you're getting a good deal, you know, so that you can not just necessarily an unbelievable deal, but you at least want to get a fair deal when you're buying a mower. So knowing what it would cost new, what level mower it is. Is it a residential model? Is it a low-end commercial? Is it a standard commercial? Or is it kind of a high-end commercial? Hopefully this video has helped you out. If you've got questions or comments, I know some of you guys have had plenty of zero-turn mowers. Maybe you want to add in the comments some advice on somebody looking for a zero-turn mower. Love to hear from you guys. If you hadn't done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell beside the subscribe button. That little bell will allow YouTube to notify you when I create new content. Check out these suggested videos. Look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.